Welcome, guys, to one more Actually, tonight is Friday night live with Karen. Usually it's on Thursdays, but because I had a thing yesterday, I ran through some problems and I couldn't be here with you guys last night. Hello, Rafael Faria, welcome. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Karen. Hello, Valeria. And tonight I want to bring to you guys 6 journaling ideas for beginners, né? O que seria essas journaling ideas? O que é? Para quê? Né? Começar a fazer um journaling. The most common idea for journaling is for you to create a diary. E para quem tá se perguntando, gente, hoje eu tô fazendo aqui do quarto da minha filha, por isso os desenhos bonitinhos aqui na parede, tá certo? Hello, Valéria, Marina. And so, why? Hello, Wilson. How are you tonight? So, why bring these journaling ideas for you guys? Né? O que isso tem a ver com o aprendizado do inglês? I always tell my students that if you want to improve your English, if you want to improve vocabulary, build vocabulary, writing is a great way to do it. I'm doing just fine. Thank you. Então, para que escrever, né? If independent of what you're writing, when you write, you're externalizing what you know, what you already know. Então, assim, quando a gente escreve, né, como eu estava falando, quando nós escrevemos, a gente externaliza aquilo que nós sabemos. E quando nós escrevemos sobre, por exemplo, nosso dia a dia, nós escrevemos sobre aquilo que é importante para nós, aquilo que faz sentido pra gente, aquilo que é verdade pra gente no nosso dia a dia, tá certo? Então, quais são essas 6 ideas? The first one, so guys, write it down. It is goal tracking, okay? The first idea, the first tip I have for you guys here is goal tracking, okay? Então, eu coloquei aqui bem grande na minha frente aqui no YouTube para vocês não esquecerem, ok? Como assim? Como é que eu vou falar? How am I going to journal about my goals? Hello, Thais. Long time no see. I hope to see you tomorrow morning, okay? So, goal tracking. How can I journal about goal tracking? Well, it's simple. If you have a goal you want to achieve, it's better for you to how can I say, to write down everything you need. Okay, so when you are goal tracking, so here, life cannot be lived to the fullest if you're not striving. Okay, what do I mean if you're not striving? If you're not looking for more, then just go about aimlessly. So when you set yourself 2 goals, like, okay, in 2024, I want to buy a new house, I want to buy a new car, I want to travel. So how are you going to do this? You're going to write down your goals, okay? and how exactly, if you do not flourish, and how you're going to achieve these goals. Okay, I want to buy a car. How am I going to buy a car? Am I going to finance it? I'm going to have what they call consórcio, which is something that we have only here in Brazil. In the United States, they don't do consórcio. Okay, they do have this type of thing of leasing, which is different. Um, so what are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to buy a car. So what do I need? I need money for a down payment, right? And finance the rest. So how much am I going to save each month for me to have enough money to do the down payment? So you goal track your everything you want to achieve. If you do not flourish, your big dreams, exactly. So if you don't strive, your big dreams do not come true. Okay, so goal tracking is a great way of journaling and inspires you, it drives you to seek for different vocabulary to talk about it, to describe what you want. Sometimes you don't know all the words, ok? So it's okay. Eu sou muito contra a tradução do inglês para o português. Porque vocês precisam entender o contexto. Se vocês querem chegar à fluência, é importante que vocês compreendam o contexto daquilo que vocês estão lendo, daquilo que vocês estão buscando. Mas não há nada de errado de vocês fazerem o oposto. Porque afinal de contas, como é que você vai descobrir uma palavra se você não pesquisar? Não é verdade? Uma forma maravilhosa é você tentar explicar quem não quer traduzir de forma nenhuma, nem do português para o inglês. Uma outra forma é você escrever, hello Marcos, é você escrever a explicação daquilo que você está querendo alcançar, tá certo? So, when you journal about your goals, you can see how far you've come and what you could be doing to achieve those goals. This is just one of the many things that you can write or journal about. Track your goals and see if you can break up bigger goals into smaller tasks that are feasible and achievable. Okay, so write about what you've done that day to achieve your goals. Or you can even write what specific plans you have or actions you will do to accomplish them. So pay attention to this part here. Write about what you've done that day to achieve your goals. So for example, if your goal is to lose a certain amount of weight, what did you do during that day to achieve your mighty goal? Okay, oh, today I went to the gym, I woke up early, I took a cold shower, and I had bulletproof coffee to, give me a little boost and or whatever. Exactly, you can, Wilson. You can definitely break down your dreams into smaller objectives in order to achieve. Em fato, quando você faz isso, quando você põe it's hard to explain sometimes in Portuguese. When you break down your goals into smaller goals, the chances that you will achieve your goal are much higher than if you're just like, okay, I need to lose 30 kilos. And the first week you don't lose the 30 kilos, you give up because that's impossible. Okay, so you break down your bigger goal into smaller goals. All right, so here's my number 2 journaling idea for you guys. Number 2. Habit tracking. E, gente, esse tema que eu tô trazendo para vocês hoje, em fato, foi um tema que nós tivemos algumas semanas atrás com o nosso grupo de conversação. E foi bem interessante, porque realmente ajuda quando você precisa desenvolver vocabulário, realmente ajuda no seu desenvolvimento. So, habit tracking, okay? It's the second idea I'm bringing to you guys about journaling. So, when you track your habits, the idea is for you to give up, to lose bad habits, and take up new but good habits. Okay, so one of the most common journaling ideas is tracking your habits. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." Have you reflected on your habits lately? Então, assim, que nem ele diz aqui, né? Excelência não é, ah, não é um dom, né? Então, nós somos aquilo que nós repetidamente fazemos. Ou seja, excelência é um ato e não simplesmente um hábito nosso. Então, nós podemos nos treinar a alcançar aquilo que nós queremos. Very good. Hello, Thais. How are you? Hello, Cisa, Phillips. Wilson said something really interesting here. The result isn't important. The path is more important than the goal, because in life exists the beginning, the middle, and so forth, right? So, exactly, we have to focus on the path and not at the end of the line itself, right? And here, when we are acting on our habits, when we're practicing different habits, and we turn those actions into actual habits of ours, it becomes our lifestyle. So, what patterns do you need to change? Are you a smoker? You want to quit smoking? Are you a drinker? You want to quit drinking? So, what practices do you need to retain? Habits are very important. Sometimes we are so used to doing the same thing, sometimes we don't notice them anymore. Journaling about your habits will help you track the helpful and unhelpful ones. This will help you to focus and change your life one small habit at a time. So, quem aqui não acorda e já vai para automático? Hi, Albuquerque. Eu sou, infelizmente, gente, eu quero muito, muito, muito entrar nessa vibe de mindfulness e meditation and relax more and be, but it's really hard. But we have to start. I have to start sometime, right? E o interessante da gente fazer esse journaling sobre os nossos hábitos é isso. Então, qual é o hábito que eu tenho que me afeta? E o que eu poderia fazer para melhorar esse meu hábito, esse meu piloto automático? Na verdade, o que eu posso fazer para melhorar tudo isso? Tá certo? Here's number 3. Using a journal as a diary. Okay? Using a journal as a diary. I'm sure many women have had a diary when they were teenagers, right? Oops. At least I did once. Every birthday I always got, for some reason, I always received a little diary. When I was a teenager, in my twins are the ages between 11 and 13, and after that 14 on is a teenager. Okay, so when I was like a twin, we had this brand here called Pacalolo. I don't know if you guys remember this brand. And it was a brand that was all about the Disney characters. So I remember getting plenty of diaries and planners by Pacalolo. And whenever I got one, I would start, Dear Diary, today at school, blah, 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 blah. And it came to a point that I was so embarrassed of my sister reading that when I knew English enough, I started writing in English. Okay, so when you write about your day, this is the most common journaling there is, using your journal as a diary. You can write down what has happened, not just a routine, regular routine thing like, oh, I woke up at 6 in the morning and I snoozed until 6:30 and then I got up, I brushed my teeth. No, nothing like that. Because that's common. You guys are tired of routine. I'm positive of it. But what's important about using your journal as a diary is writing down the things that did happen during the day that are not common and how those things made you feel. For example, oh my goodness, my daughter didn't go to school today. She's practically on vacation already, but because we've been having, like, ever since my car got stolen, and this week we've had trouble with the buses here in Brasilia, so I'm like, I'm just not gonna take her to school. It's just gonna drive me crazy. So she threw a tantrum at lunch because she wanted to have dessert before lunch. And it took me patience. So if I were to write down in my journal, I was like, Dear Lord, because I will speak to God instead of the diary. Dear Lord, thank you so much for being here with me at this time and for providing me with your patience and peace, because my daughter tested it at every single level today. And I was able to patiently talk to her and teach her what she is supposed to do. So you write things down that you feel and how you feel, and you try to bring to your journal these words, and you will develop more and more your vocabulary. Okay? Oh, here's another thing to make it even better. You can even record yourself reading your diary. All right? Your journal. Right? Now, here's idea number 6. Okay, guys? Oops. I hate switching computers. I get so lost. Number 4. I apologize. Not number 6. Writing down things you are grateful for. So, do you guys have this habit of writing down the things you're grateful for? If not, well, it should be a habit. I know I need to be better at it. I need to at least start doing it, not necessarily just be better at it. But the great thing about writing down things you're grateful for, sometimes it may seem difficult. Hello, Oliveira. Hello, Ricardo. It might be difficult sometimes to find things that we are grateful for. And when you think about it, just like that, sometimes you won't find something to be grateful for, né? Às vezes é difícil. Mas quando você sentar com seu caderninho ali e pensar, Dear Lord, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for another day. Thank the Lord, I'm here again. I was able to get up and wake up and do my things. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my fan that is helping me sleep because it's been too hot. What else? I'm grateful for the food I have on my table. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. And you go on. When you least realize, you have a huge list of things you're grateful for. And not just a list, you have to write down why you're grateful for these things. Okay, not just like, oh, thank you, Lord, for my life. Why are you thankful for your life? Can you tell me? Can you honestly tell me why would you be thankful for your life? Grateful? Right? Wilson says here he's grateful for his family, friends like you and Super Timothy, our Tim. And God bless you. Amen. Thank you, Wilson. Okay, so when you do this list every day, not only do you find things that you never thought of that you were grateful for, but you start seeing life through lighter eyes, and you realize that life is so much better than it seems to be. All right. Now, tip number 5, you can create a vision board. Okay. Now, this is very similar to the first one, which is goal tracking. But what are vision boards used for? Vision boards, they are used for bigger and much greater goals. Okay. 5. Create a vision board. So, how can you create? So, dream excite us while goals make us look forward to the possibilities. We can use this concept as an idea for the journal. When you're creating your vision board, ask yourself, what are the top 7 dreams I have? Okay. Hello, Andrea, Marcos, Paloma. So, when we create a vision board, we're not just talking about goals. Buying a house is a goal. Buying a new car is a goal. Losing weight is a goal. But what is the one dream you have? What are the top 7 dreams that you have? What do you want to do with your life? Oh, I want to travel around the world. I want to go. I don't know what your dreams are. It's so varied person by person that uh when you created a vision board, you have to dare being bold. Okay, you have to be audacious and literally put in that vision board that one thing that you may think it's impossible to achieve, but that will definitely give you that boost you need to go after what you want. Exactly. What is your purpose in life? All right. So here it says that it would, but it wouldn't. It would help if you didn't worry, because with those big dreams, you'll be able to write down steps to achieve them, and even then make a time frame as to what specific date you want to accomplish that step. In no time, you realize you're closer to achieve those big dreams of yours. Dare to be bold. Você tem que ousar ser ousado, entendeu? Então, dare é meio que um desafio. You have to dare being bold. Dare, cara, você tem que se desafiar em ser ousado. Então, vamos supor, você tem um sonho gigantesco. E o que você precisa fazer para alcançar esse sonho? Então, você coloca lá, on your vision board, what do I want? What do I want? I don't know. Right now, I cannot think of it. But, para quem é mãe, gente, o maior sonho da mãe é ver os filhos bem criados, bem cuidados, bem educados, né? Right on top of my head, I cannot think of anything, but my biggest dream right now is see my daughter grow up well and be happy, and that's so far what I dream about. André, tá rindo, né, André? And the last but not the least, for those who miss saying the last but not the least, is problem and solution ideas. Okay, how can I journal about problem and solution ideas? What is this like? What am I going to journal about problems and solutions? Yes. Sometimes you're facing a problem in your life or at work or with someone that you just keep like stewing over it. To stew over something means that you keep on thinking about something that annoys you, and sometimes you need to find a solution, sometimes you can't find it. But when you journal about these problems, you have a better visual of what's going on. Good evening, Terezinha. So you have a better visual of what's going on. And when you have a better visual of what's happening, you're able to come up with solution ideas. So right before you go to bed, you write down, okay, tomorrow, I've had this problem with this person. We could work this way. So tomorrow, I'm going to talk about this person and bring up this and this. So it's a way of journaling. It's a way of, you know, building up, ok? Então, assim, hoje em dia eu não faço mais, eu não tenho mais esse hábito de escrever. Eu deveria voltar, mas foi algo. Yes, it does. It does make sense. Wilson said here, so for you guys who are on YouTube, he said, how about quite self emotional dependence with people? There are a lot of psychological issues when you don't understand the emotional dependence. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. You can write down about this as well. Speaking of which, it's an amazing way of self knowledge to get to know yourself by writing down your feelings of what you're going through. And this is actually a type of therapy that is recommended for people who have some sort of addiction. Why? Because they write down about their days and what triggered them to fall back to that addiction, to consume that one thing. Guys, it doesn't have to be an addiction on drugs, it can be any sort of addiction. There is addiction on sweets, okay? There's addiction on gambling, addiction on shopping. So what happens throughout the day, what happened to you that made you feel anxious and the necessity of going out there and falling to your addiction? Okay, so you write down what was it that triggered you. When you write it down, hello Marcio Lima, hello Aldeison. So when you write it down,